Well, okay. Oh, I think I'm gonna take a walk around here on the there we go. That's what I was hoping I would find one of these today. That just makes up for a whole week of walking around here. That's a natural saltwater clam pearl. I knew there was a reason I should come up to the upper tide zone and check it. You don't know what the ocean is going to leave behind until you look. Nice. Now these rocks up here, there's a lot of stuff that gets washed up in there. Clam, pearl, piece of pipe stem, the odd fossil. You never know what you're going to find. So let's continue a little search and find out what else is here. This is it is really mild. It's a misty fog. We'll be going up to visit Blue here shortly. But weather-wise, it is mild. It is misty. The only thing, if the wind comes up, that will have an effect on how the weather feels. So you still have to dress appropriately to combat wind. If the wind comes up, you're going to start feeling as cold as a fog or a mist. And your body's only meant to operate at certain temperatures. When you get above them or below them, you start getting in trouble. Now that is a stone you would want to check. You would want to look for fossils in material like that, because this is limestone. Okay, come on. There we go. That's one way to find fossils. And there's no fossils in this piece, but there could have been. Ooh. That looks like a piece of fossil wood. Black, petrified wood. I'm going to sit down so I can show you better how black petrified wood looks like. Let's put this on there. Come on, camera, focus in. Okay, come on, focus in. There you go. Yeah, you see how big my thumbnail is? There. These cameras, even though they're point and shoot starter cameras for Nikon, they act like, oh my gosh, microscopes. A camera microscope is the only way I can explain it, because there are details in this that will come out. about 200 to 225 million years ago, this was wood. It was in a tree, and the tree fell down during a cataclysm, and the tree got buried by plastic debris or earth, mud, something. It got buried, and later the tree resurfaced, and it turned hard. This here looked like it was some kind of a softwood tree, pine tree, something. It's not a hardwood tree. It didn't come from that. It came from, it was from a needle-bearing tree. Now, that is a nice find. That is going to St. John the Baptist. What was I going to say? If I hadn't flipped over that piece of limestone to look at what was, to see if there was any fossil sign on it, I would never have found this. This is only about an inch square. Yeah, an inch long, an inch across. I'll measure it with my. Well, there. You can judge just how. There's my thumb. So it's about the size of my thumbnail, a little bigger. So you know it's not a large piece. But no, I'll let the camera zoom in on here. There we go. Some people would call this scree. It's a result of it is a result of spill off from the armor that was dumped here, and from the effects of the ocean incoming tides. That's what it is. But in amongst all these rocks, you will find fossils. You will find them. They are here. It's just you have to know how to, just have to really get into the field to know what they look like and feel like. Yeah, to actually know what they are, you have to study hard as heck. And you have to look at thousands and thousands of fossil pictures and get used to them, and then your brain will just click in the second that you're near one, because your mind might be on ice cream or go seeing a friend for coffee, and suddenly you find yourself saying, oh my gosh, that's a fossil. And you pick it up and look at it and study it, and sure enough, it's a fossil. That's just the way it works. And when you find enough fossils, you get to do okay at knowing when there is a fossil around and when there isn't. You know what materials to find them in. Okay, I got to go up and see Blue. See how that fossil site's doing. I will see you online. Well, first I'm going to get up over this debris here, and I'll take you along for the walk.